Welcome back to another episode review of Goosebumps. If you're new here, I've been doing an episode review of Goosebumps episodes, so feel free to check out my previous videos. In this video, I'll be reviewing part 2 of Welcome to Camp Nightmare, so let's get into it. The episode starts off right where we left off, with Billy and Jay and Colin hiding from Saber in their bunk. Then, the cabin door bursts open, and it's Larry. Colin shouts to close the door. Billy and Jay run to close the door. Larry asks them what their problem is, and Jay tells them that Saber's out there. Billy tells Larry that it got Roger, and Jay tells Larry it was at the forbidden bunk. But Larry's just mad that they broke the rules and went to the forbidden bunk. Billy tells Larry that it got Roger again.
It was Saber, Larry! You think I'm making this up?
And second, you shouldn't have gone to the forbidden bunk. Wait till I tell Uncle Al. He is gonna kill you.
Billy can't believe Larry doesn't believe them. Jay asks what do they do now.
Did you hear that? Oh, we gotta get help.
Are you crazy?
Okay, look, no one's going anywhere. There's nothing we can do anyways. It's gonna be light soon.
Billy says they'll take turns watching the door. Jay asks who's first. Colin says his head is killing him. Billy says he'll take the first watch and stands guard at the door. It cuts to Saber roaring outside. The next morning, Billy notices the sun coming up and gets up and wakes up Jay and Colin. Billy assumes that they probably found Roger by now, or what's left of him. Billy tells Jay and Colin they gotta find Uncle Al and tell him what happened. All three leave their bunk and go to the lodge. Larry is already there eating when Billy stops him and demands to know where Uncle Al is. Larry tells him to take a breath.
You guys get your beauty sleep?
Where is Uncle Al?
You got something to say, you say it to me.
I don't want to talk to you.
Why?
Because you don't believe us about Roger.
I don't even know the guy.
All we want to do is talk to Uncle Al, okay?
Uncle Al's not here.
Well, where is he?
None of your business. I'm in charge. You got that?
Larry then tells them to get their bathing suits because they're going to the lake. Billy and the guys walk away from him. While walking to the lake, Jay questions why it's just them. Why doesn't anyone else think anything happened? Billy says he's got to find a phone and call his parents and tell them to come pick him up and get him out. But Colin seems more optimistic and tells him that his head feels better. Jay says to forget his head. What about Mike and Roger? Maybe their bodies are rotting away in the forbidden bunk right now.
So what are you going to do about it?
I don't know, Colin. What are you gonna do about it?
Hey, come on, you guys. Meet you at the lake.
Where are you going?
I'll meet you at the lake.
Billy comes to a phone that's outside and tries to call his parents, but then Uncle Al surprises him and asks him what he's doing, and Billy tells him he's just trying to make a call to his parents, just to say hi.
Well, that's not going to be much use, is it? I put it up as a joke.
Where's the real phone?
Oh, no, that's just it. There is no real phone. Now, they're not going to put a line way up here. We're miles from anywhere.
Uncle asks Billy if he's homesick. Billy says yeah, he guesses. Uncle Al says that's why he tells him to write letters home every day. And if he's been doing that, Billy says yeah, twice a day. Uncle Al says good, it will make him feel better. Uncle Al then asks where he's supposed to be right now, and Billy says at the lake, and Uncle Al tells him he'll love it down there.
Uncle Al, did Larry talk to you about Roger?
Yeah, he did. I checked the files. There is no camper up here named Roger. No first name, no middle name, no Roger.
Well, that's not true. I mean, I know Roger. He was in my bunk.
Get to the lake, Billy.
It cuts to Billy running back to Jay and Colin, who are paddling on a boat. Billy tells him that Uncle Al says there's no Roger. Just then, Larry comes with some floats and yells at them to put on life jackets. Jay says they're fine, and Larry yells at them to paddle back.
Put this on.
This doesn't fit.
Just tie it on or something. Put this on. Whoa! Man, you guys are hopeless.
Colin says he's not a good swimmer, and Larry tells him to grab the life jacket. Colin starts to go under, and Larry thinks he's faking it. And Billy yells at him to hang on to the canoe and not panic. Colin goes under, and Jay says he'll go get him and goes under the water. Billy then says he's going in, but Larry stops him and tells him he'll go under too.
Larry? No, Larry! No.
I was never here.
Larry!
Never saw any of this.
You can't just leave him out here!
I was back at the lodge.
Larry!
Billy goes under looking for Jay and Colin, but can't find them.
Jay! Colin! Come on, you guys, don't do this!
Billy swims back to the dock and is running to find help. Billy is running, but starts to hear Saber roaring and walking nearby him. Billy reaches the lodge, but no one is there. It's completely empty. He calls for Uncle Al and Larry, but no one responds. He then runs back to his bunk, but again it's empty. He sits on his bed and tries to think clearly.
What is going on? Get it together, Billy. Get it together. Think.
As Billy is walking outside the bunks, it gets really windy all of a sudden, and Billy finds a letter on the floor. It's Mike's, the one he wrote to his parents. He found another letter, and it's Roger's. The ground is littered with everyone's letters to their parents. Billy then goes to the forbidden bunk and enters it. Billy runs into Dawn inside. Dawn asks Billy what he's doing there, and Billy says he's trying to escape. She asks how come.
Because Camp Night Moon's a nightmare, that's how come.
It's evil, Billy. That's why I ran away.
Hey, guys are dropping like flies. Snake bites, creature attacks, drownings.
Remember Dory?
The girl you came with.
Yeah. We went on a hike and she got mauled by this bear. But our counselor said it was nothing and made her walk back to camp. Dory cried all night. We tried to help because there was no nurse. We finally got to sleep. But when we woke up, Dory was gone.
It's the same thing at the boys' camp.
Then they hear a noise, and it leads them to a box full of campers' letters to their parents. Then they hear a whistle blowing from outside. Billy sees it's Uncle Al and some campers outside. Dawn says maybe they're looking for him, or her, and that she doesn't want them to find her. Billy says he'll go and see what they're doing, and that he'll meet her back here at Lights Out. She tells him to come back soon, and Billy says he promises. Billy sneaks up on Uncle Al and the campers, but then Larry finds him and brings him to Uncle Al. Uncle Al asks Billy where he's been. Billy says he's been at the lake with Jay and Colin who drowned, and Larry did nothing to help.
And you were...
Get in line, Billy.
And you were nowhere! And now Mike and Roger and Colin and Jay are
That's
all...
enough. This is not the time. You get in line, Billy. Now! Larry. George. Hand them out. One weapon per boy.
What is this?
Shut up, Billy.
Uncle Al tells them they have a runaway reported from the girls' camp. He gives out her description. Uncle Al suspects she's close by. He tells them to search everywhere and aim carefully. They don't want her getting away. Billy asks if they're just supposed to shoot her. Uncle Al says yes, she broke the big rule. Billy says that this is insane, killing people. Uncle Al says who said anything about killing? He says these weapons are loaded with tranquilizer darts. They want to stop the girl, not kill her.
Or do you have a problem with that, Billy? Do you have a problem?
I won't do it.
Is this any way for my #1 camper to be acting?
Camp's over. Nobody else is gonna die.
Die? Nobody has died here, Billy. This is a summer camp.
You're a liar. What about Mike's snake bite? Saber-eating Roger, Jay and Colin drowning.
Mike, Jay, Colin, we have no campers by those names.
Liar! You're a liar!
Uncle Al asks Larry if they have anybody by those names at camp, and Larry says he's never heard of them. Uncle Al then asks George too.
Nope. Now, listen to me, Billy. Sometimes, if you get too homesick, you begin imagining things, seeing things.
No way.
Put down that weapon, Billy, or you are going to be very, very sorry.
No, I'm not.
Put it down, Billy! Now! Congratulations, Billy. He passed! Billy passed!
Way to go, Billy. You did great.
Hey, you can all come out now. He passed!
Just then, Billy's parents come out from the woods, who were played by Alec Bachlo, who's known for the Santa Claus, and Michelle Duquette, who I have no idea if I'm saying that right, who's known for Murdoch Mysteries, 3 Men and a Baby, Mutant X, and Police Academy 4. Billy thinks he's going crazy. His mom tells Billy he's not crazy and that she knew he would pass. Billy says, "Pass what?" Dawn then comes out and says congratulations.
Difficult series of tests, Billy, and you passed with flying colors.
What are you guys talking about?
This is not a summer camp, Billy. It's a government testing lab.
What about Jay and Colin?
We were under the canoe the whole time. In an air pocket.
And Mike? I mean, that snake bite was nasty.
River snake. Had you going for a while, didn't I?
And Roger?
Hey, Billy. All in one piece. One piece.
Billy's mom tells Billy that his dad and her have been asked to lead a key expedition to a very dangerous place, and they couldn't stand the thought of being away from him for so long.
But government rules say we couldn't take you unless you pass certain tests.
What tests?
For quick thinking.
Like the way you figured out how to trap that snake.
And for courage.
Going out into the night while Saber was on the loose, trying to protect your friends.
And trying to save us from drowning? And believing in yourself when the whole camp was saying you were crazy.
You knew when to follow the rules and when to break them.
So, everybody was in on this. Campers, counselors.
We're all actors, Billy. Working at the lab.
Then Saber comes walking out from behind Billy, and everyone screams, but it's just George showing Billy that Saber was fake too. Billy says he thought he was dead meat.
Show him how it growls, George.
Better go get your things back, Billy. Expedition leaves first thing in the morning.
Where are we going?
Very far away. A place called Earth.
Research tells us the aliens there are pretty dangerous and unpredictable.
Bet you they're not as crazy as Larry and Uncle Al.
You never know, Billy. You never know.
And that concludes episodes 5 and 6 of Goosebumps, and what a great episode. When I was young and this came out, I kinda didn't like it for some reason. I guess I was too young to appreciate it back then, but now as an adult, I think it's one of the best episodes so far. I think it was well done. I love the twist ending and how everyone was a part of the experiment. The acting was solid. This episode and this kind of story holds up well today in my opinion. Definitely glad they decided to do 2 parts instead of 1 episode for this, because 1 episode wouldn't have done it justice. Anyway, let me know if you remember this episode and what you thought of it. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.